Hey, what's up, guys? And I'm glad that you made it here. I just want to be quick because I understand that most people don't like watching long videos. So I thought about writing an article, but then, you know, most people don't like to read. Okay, so which one is better? Making a video or writing an article? So I feel like making it a video is much more quicker than writing an article. Okay, so first of all, this is not forex. Okay, and this has got nothing to do with forex. I just want to make it clear because when you talk about trading or mention something that's related to trading, then people automatically think it has to do with forex. I mean, where I'm from, we have different toothpastes. We have different brands, but this particular brand called Colgate became so popular that whenever someone asks you to get them maybe a toothpaste, they will just say Colgate. Okay, really not focusing on the brand name, because it became so popular that people now start to call each and every toothpaste brand, they call it Colgate, because Colgate became so big. This is the same thing that's happening with forex. Whenever people see the charts, they refer to it as forex, because forex became so big that everything that has to do with the charts, everything that has to do with trading, people refer to it as forex. Okay, so I just wanted to make it clear that this is not forex. We're not dealing forex. This is what we call synthetic indices. Okay, I just needed to get that out of the way. So there are a lot of misconceptions regarding trading as a whole. So let me just give you a short but brief explanation of what forex is. Okay, so when a person is a forex trader, they basically trading currency pairs. Okay, so they dealing currency, money. Okay, so the reason why we don't trade forex is because there are just a lot of manipulations happening in forex. And this is because forex is influenced by so many factors. Okay, so it's always gonna be you, the trader, going against hedge funds, world events, retail traders, the banks, and so on. So these are the things that controls what has to happen. Okay, and you being a drop in the ocean, you can never win against these large institutions. So basically, you gambling. And I know it doesn't sit well. Well, the reason why I'm saying it's gambling is because it really don't matter how good of a technical trader you are, but these manipulations, they exist, and they don't care about your technical analysis, no matter how close to perfect your technical analysis may be. Okay, and that's not fair. I can agree it's not fair, but it's real, because there's always someone in the background making sure that you lose your money, even if you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. So but then when it comes to synthetic indices, they are totally different. Okay, so here you do not trade currency pairs, but rather you trade against computer generated algorithms. And these algorithms, they follow a computer code, meaning they follow rules and instructions. And this can be comprised of mathematical behaviors or patterns. Okay, and when something is a pattern, there are high chances of it repeating itself. And that is why trading with us is practical, it's reasonable, and experimental, because we don't guess trade. We trade something that it's real, something that makes sense, and something that we can all agree on, rather than, other than forex, because even 10 professional traders, they can come up with the same technical analysis, but that don't really say anything, because these manipulations are real. Even 10 professional experienced traders, even if they can come up with the same technical analysis, this manipulation can still take them out. So here we're trading something that is practical and something that is real. Okay, so let's get to the bot. Okay, now first and foremost, this bot is unlike anything you've heard or came across before, and so you're not gonna go through the installation processes to get it to run. All you have to do is to import a script, which is an XML file, to the Deriv broker. Okay, now Deriv is the only broker, as far as I know, that offers synthetic indices. Maybe there are any other brokers out there, but this is the trusted broker. And because synthetic indices are not widely offered by most brokers, because they're not real market assets. Like I said, they are computer generated algorithms. So you're trading against mathematical algorithms. You're not trading against the world news, the hedge funds, and all of that, which is something that I've explained. Now I just want to make something clear. So here you're going to get two volatility index bots. The first one is for buys, so meaning when the market is buying, you use the buy bot, the one that is made to handle the buys. And the second one is for sales, is the bearish volatility index bot, which means you only use that one when the market is selling. And this is important because I don't want to give you an idea that you can just plug and play. You know how these gurus and mentors promote their bots. They want you to just plug it and forget about it, but that's not practical. Maybe it's because they're dealing with forex, but here we're dealing with synthetic indices. So you're gonna have to go through the technical analysis to check out if they make sense, and that will determine which bot to use. If the market is selling, you use the bear bot, which is the one that handles the sales. Okay, and if the market is buying, you use the bullish bot, the bullish volatility 100 index bot. Now on my premium plan, I deal with that. So on my premium plan, you don't have to go through the technical analysis. This is something that I handle, and so that the people can now it just kind of make life easier. Okay, you don't have to go through the technical analysis on your own. I go through that with the members in the premium group, and we handle that. So on the basic plan, you're only gonna get the bots, the two bots, the one for buys and the one for sales. Okay, and you are basically on your own. You're gonna have to go through the technical analysis on your own and determine what's happening in the market, and then you can use the bots. Another amazing plan that we have is on the premium group. Another amazing thing that we do is we do bot tweaks. Okay, so you can only get this at the premium plan. We do bot tweaks because the market conditions are always changing, and it's no secret that the market conditions will change. The market will not only always focus on one pattern, it will always change. So on the premium group, we deal with that. We do bot tweaks, meaning we mess up with the bot settings so they can they can resonate with the market conditions. Okay, so you can only get that on the premium plan. So on the basic plan, you get an updated bot, 2 updated bots, but from there you are on your own. We don't do tweaks, we don't mess up with the settings. But on the premium plan, this is to make sure that the bot, stays up to date. Okay, this is to make sure the bot stays up to date, so that you don't have to move from version to version. You know how these mentors do. They will sell you a bot and then come up with another version, sell you that version, and then it's just the whole cycle. But here we don't do things like that. Here we do bot tweaks. So the same board that you're gonna get is the same board that we're gonna do the tweaks on. Okay, so that makes life easier. Now, so the only broker that we're gonna use to trade these indices is called the Deriv broker, which I just mentioned, and it is the major trusted provider for these indices. Now I will import the bot, just to show you just how easy it is to import it and to run it. Okay, like I said, you don't go through the installation processes and all of that. Now this is what you going to do. Obviously I'm using my computer, so I don't have, if you're using your phone, maybe it will be saved on your downloads, depending on which device you're using, but I'm using a desktop computer, so obviously mine is saved on my documents. Now I'm not gonna import it because I already have it here on the Deriv broker, but I'm just trying to show you how easy it is to import it. Okay, so after you are done registering to the Deriv broker, and by the way, on this website you will see a Deriv broker ad. It won't be hard for you to find it. Make sure that you click on that ad, register to the Deriv broker, and then after you are done, you're gonna see something just like this. Okay, you're gonna come across a dashboard just like this one. Okay, and here we have the Deriv bot builder here where it says Deriv bot. Okay, you wanna open that. Allow it to load, and obviously I'm using a demo account because this is just a demonstration. Okay, and by the way, you are free to use a demo account to test how the bot works and how effective it is. Okay, that's what I suggest you do. So here, as you can see, I have the bots. I have the bots already, but I'm just trying to show you how to import it. Okay, I won't import them because I already have them here. Now you're gonna go to where it says local. That's gonna be your device, and if you're using a smartphone, you're gonna navigate to where you have saved the bot after I sent you the bot. So now we have these two bots, Volatility 100 index bots, the one for bearish and the other one for bullish. You're gonna select one of them and then open. And by the way, you can import both of them. Okay, but you're gonna do it manually. Okay, and you're gonna click here where it says open. I'm not gonna open them because I already have them saved up. And now that the bot is imported and active, I just wanna explain a few things. Now Deriv has a bot builder tool, bot builder tool. Now think about it like a body, like the actual human body. Now this body cannot do anything on its own, so it's more like a dead body, brain dead. Okay, it cannot run, it cannot stand, it cannot do anything. This is the Deriv bot builder tool. Now the bot itself, which is the script that I've just imported, the XML file, it is what gives this body life. Okay, so it has a set of rules and instructions that tells our body what to do. So think of it like the brain, okay? The script that we just imported, which is our bot, it is the brain, okay? Now that our body has a brain, it can now execute trades, and this is conditional. Like I said, you can always play around with it and play with the settings, and that will depend on your requirements, okay? So if you want to bet more or if you want to risk more, you can always do that, okay? But this bot, the way that it is structured, it is made in such a way that it will not blow your account, okay? So it only gets aggressive at certain periods, okay? That's something that I'm going to explain just now. This board, it uses a martingale. So to make this easier to understand, the board automatically increases your lot size after every 5 consistent losses. So if you keep losing, if maybe right now you are on your 5th loss, it will increase your lot size, okay? So if you keep losing like that, the lot size will keep increasing. But this is nothing to be afraid of. I will show you, how it is done, okay? So you can see for yourself. Now, so if it loses 5 trades in a row, it will increase your lot size, so that you can easily recover your losses, okay? That's the only reason why we're using martingale. But the initial betting amount is always 37 cents, okay? So you will always lose 37 cents up until your 5th loss, and then from there it will jump from 37 cents, I think, to 74 cents if I'm not mistaken, okay? Now if you lose 37 cents 5 times in a row, the martingale will then be activated, okay? Now the stake amount will keep increasing until you make profit. So it will move from 37 cents to, I think, 74 cents, and it will keep increasing like that if you keep losing, okay? So no need to really panic. Whenever you see a loss, your wins are always greater than your losses. So for instance, you're gonna see a 37 cent loss, but your win will be $1 something, okay? So you can just compare 37 cents compared to $1 something. I don't want to be too specific with the numbers, but it's $1 something right there. So from 37 cents is what you're risking, and $1 something cents is what you are gaining, okay? So you're risking between 37 cents against $1 something, and this is because it uses after 5 losses, the stakes will rise, and then maybe say you risking 74 cents against maybe $2. So the more the stakes increase, is the more your returns also increases. So this is nothing to be afraid of, because your wins will always be greater than your losses, okay? So now let me just run the bot so that you can see how it works, okay? So now here we have ticks. These are the ticks. Now to understand what ticks are nothing but candlestick movements. So whenever a candlestick moves, whether it goes up or it goes down, will determine our results, okay? Depending on whether we trade using our bullish or our bearish volatility 100 index bot, okay? So now both of our bots are being ran by these 3 ticks. So after these 3 ticks, it will determine whether you've made profits or you've lost a profit. Okay, now at this point I'm just gonna fast forward the video, especially when the charts are moving up and down, because it took us 1 hour and 27 minutes to get to $50, okay, which was our target. So the target that I had set here was $50, and that took 1 hour and 27 minutes to get to the target. So I'm just gonna fast forward the video so that you don't have to watch a whole 1 hour and 27 minutes video, because it's boring. Okay, so let me fast forward the results, the chart, and what is happening here and how the board is really executing our trades. You should also focus on the negatives. Okay, so when you see a negative here, you will also get to notice how easily it gets recovered because of the martingale and the lot sizes that the board uses, to cover up the losses. Okay, so yeah, enjoy.
I slap police for your case. I go to war for your case. I go to court for your case. I climb the bridge for your case. Enter water for your case. I punch the judge for your case. Anything you want, baby, that's for you, baby. Fire case, yo. Fire case, yo. No. Fire case, yo. Fire case, yo. No. 'Cause my papa no be Dangote. Oh, I delegate. But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah. But my papa no be Dangote. Oh, I delegate. But we go there, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I go shoot for your case. I go slack back baby for your case. I go call MC Oluomo. I go report all of them. I go shoot for your case. I go slack back baby for your case. I go call MC Oluomo. I go report all of them. So tell me, what the hell are you waiting for? If not to drop Indomie, we go drop. If not to suck Gary, we go suck it. What the hell are you waiting for? If not to fry akara, we go fry. If not to soak akamu, we go soak. Fire case, yo. Fire case, yo. No. Fire case, yo. Fire case, yo.
Ukudekeza kama mtoto, furaha unafurahia, nafogeuka moto, machozi umelia, mwembamba munene, wena pesa kama Dangote, naweza nijali umasikini, naweza penda mtu yoyote, penzi sio somo, kasome kwa kitabu, penzi imefanya Harmonize, fukuzishe Mwarabu, penzi yoyoyo, nimeleta kwa wanangu vita, squeezy sio, naishia kuwa like Easter, hivo, so kupenda achana naye, nekupenda pendana naye, mambo stress ya yubada, emucheza ufurahi, kama swangi limekole, azalina, emupenda mubongo, oya inama bebe, wazipenda mubongo, azalina, inama baby, kama tungi limekoza, oya inama, wazipenda mubongo. Toujours l'amour est banaka nefengo, babizou bakalemba, cadeau ba je t'aime tout le temps. Mawele kawapi bébé na naza présente. lobi chéri na ngazalier ntango nyonso olobelaka nga je t'aime baloba baseka o baloba baseka o nga na kolemete baloba baseka o baloba baseka o nga na kolemete chéri na ngaza kitoko chéri na ngaza elengi to chéri na ngaza kitoko bébé na ngaza elengi to parfois l'amour est compliqué mais chérie à moi toujours romantique. Asainama, oh oh oh, nakupenda mukoko, asainama, bebe nangalie, asainama, nalela yo, oh oh oh, olainama, asa asa asa.
49 sitting, 99 standing, oh my God.
DJ Bolt in the building.
I get money before, no be property, yo. Waiting for Danfo, waiting for Uber and Okada. No be so, me I want to live, oh. I got to get the dollar, openly. Plenty, plenty moolah, jekule. Monkey no desk, ikisu monkey. Double fion, I thank you, Lord. Mufarabasa, she mufarabuga, Bugatti. Le patot, le pashandi, ele mommy, ele daddy. They want to yawa, they want to yawa, they want to buga, they want to buga me. Le patot, le pashandi, ele mommy, ele daddy. People still doubting who I be. My love braka, me. What's a nation with no army? I got to get the dollar, plenty, plenty moolah, monkey no desk, ikisu monkey. I thank you, Lord.
I miss you bad. We dey fight, don't mean say make we break up, oh. That is to say, baby, make we no give up, oh. You dey my mind anytime where I wake up, oh. Yeah. And I dey beg, baby, make we make up, oh. Yeah. Take off I cheat where you cheat, where I cheat, where you cheat back, baby, make me cancel that. Take off I cheat where you cheat, where I cheat, where you cheat back, baby, make me cancel that. I don't feel like I did you wrong, that be why I did sing this song. Loving you is all I want. I just want to let you know, man, I miss you bad. I miss you bad. I cannot lie. No, 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 no. I miss you bad. I want you back. Oh yeah.
Now I ain't saying I'm in love, but I'm staying, I suppose, cause I don't know how I'm getting home. Shit's been so rough. Couple days on the road, couple days in the same clothes. Baby, I've been so drunk, thinking about touching your body. Girl, I know that you love me, so better try your eyes. Memories can't tell me no lie. Girl, how many times must I apologize?